So when you said Bollywood, do you like Bollywood?
Yes, I do.
Or what's your favorite movies on that?
Oi. I think
And you said, Sofia, you're from Sweden, right? So does Bollywood movies watched over there as well?
I wouldn't say so, no.
I've seen videos when foreigners get to India, right? The first thing that they have on their mind is to taste the food, right?
Yeah.
So what have you tasted till now? And what's your favorite food in India?
My favorite food is still butter chicken.
What about the bad experience that you had till now?
The bad
Any bad experience, yeah?
The only bad experience I've had was during Holi. It was very hectic. I was in Vrindavan, which apparently is like a very hectic and happening place during Holi.
So hi guys, we have got Sophie on the show today. That is the Unsaid Talks. And Sophia, sorry, I mispronounced it. Really, I'm sorry. So I've got Sofia and she's from Sweden and she's working in a Sweden organization here, right? Tell me something about you more as well.
I moved here a year ago, stayed in Mumbai for a year, just shifted to Delhi. And yeah.
So when you said you stayed in Mumbai, so how was the experience in Mumbai?
It was great.
And like that was like your first time in India, in Mumbai?
No, it wasn't. I was here 12 years ago. My auntie, she used to work and live in New Delhi. So, but Mumbai, the first time for me, this time.
So how do you find Mumbai when you got there first time?
Very vibrant. Also like a fast-paced city, modern. I would say it's almost like a city of dreams.
Yeah,
you know, with the whole Bollywood and.
So when you said Bollywood, do you like Bollywood?
Yes, I do.
Or what's your favorite movies on that?
Oi. I think it's Three Idiots because it's capturing all, all the perspectives of Bollywood.
And you said, Sofia, you're from Sweden, right? So does Bollywood movies watched over there as well?
I wouldn't say so, no. Maybe a little bit now since Ali Avram became quite big in India, but
why don't you think like it's not being watched over there? Like is the people are not aware about that, about the Bollywood movies over there, or they're not able to understand the language? Language, obviously, language is a barrier, but still you have this, you have what do we call that? You have that English writing on the down, right? You call it description, something like that. So people can understand to that as well. Subtitles, yeah.
Yeah. I think we have a different culture when it comes to what kind of movies and series we watch.
But do you think if people over there will watch Three Idiots, they're gonna like it, right?
Yeah, they would like it, yeah. But they're not exposed to it. So they wouldn't know about all the movies that are made here.
But have you made your family watch these movies, Bollywood movies, which you have liked?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
And what was their views about that?
They like it.
Like it. And what were their views, when they saw this Indian culture, what happened? And what happened in 3 days is a reality, what happened in the institutes.
Okay.
So what were their thoughts about that? Because it's something that's really serious as well. Because people are too serious with their studies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if they're not able to make it, they suicide as well. And India is one of the countries, where we have the maximum suicidal rate when it comes to students, when they're not able to make it.
I don't think that people in general in Sweden are aware of that fact, not even my family.
But when they saw that, like, this is happening, people are suiciding just because of that, what was their reaction? Like, if you have seen that?
I mean, of course, they got shocked. We don't really have that problem in Sweden. We don't have that stress of education, taking care of family,
It's like a more open culture over there, right?
Yeah.
So what's the major difference, if I have to ask you, like between Sweden and India? What's the maximum difference that you notice since you have been in India, you have stayed in Sweden, you're born and brought up there? So what's the major difference of the people in Sweden and the people in India?
One simple thing is just the population. You're a great big country in India. We're a small country. So everything is different compared to India, Sweden.
No, I'm talking about the people as in general, like people in Sweden, how they behave as in around the cultural
People are
values.
very organized in Sweden, structural. They are not as flexible as Indian people are. Here you have to be very flexible, I feel like. And you have to adapt to different things happening around you. We're very punctual people in Sweden. Very happy, very thoughtful also. As you are here also.
It's okay, you can be honest as well. You don't have to be very diplomatic on this. You can be honest with your opinion, Sofia.
I don't know what to say.
Like a very simple thing. Like, what's the major difference since you have been in Mumbai, Delhi, and from Sweden? What's the major difference that you have watched? You know, like this is something that I liked in India since you have been here for an year, right?
Yeah.
So what's
What I
that?
like here is that you're so connected with everyone, with family, friends. In Sweden, you're so individualistic. But we also have a society that is built on being individualistic. So we have a very good welfare system in Sweden, which take care of us. So if we get sick, we have free healthcare. If we need education, we can go and get it. We don't have to, we pay our taxes, we do our duties, and we get a lot in return. And that's a big difference. Because here, you have to have a drive. You have to stand out in some way in order to get a job. I'm not saying that it's super duper harder here. It's difficult to compare. But in Sweden, we have another lifestyle.
Right. I guess there's this because of the population as well, because there's a lot of population, right? And with a lot of population, competition also rises up. Maybe Sweden has a lot of opportunities as compared to the population. That's why there's a lot of benefits over there.
Yeah.
That might be a reason as well, right?
Yeah.
And since Sofia, one more question. That's really, you know, when I've seen videos when foreigners get to India, right? The first thing that they have on their mind is to taste the food, right?
Yeah.
So what have you tasted till now, and what's your favorite food in India?
My favorite food is still butter chicken,
Okay.
which I've eaten a lot in Sweden also. But I like whatever really.
What's the difference between the butter chicken in Sweden and in India?
Oh, it's tastier here.
It's tastier,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And what do you get over there? Like it's like more sweeter over there, or what it is?
No,
Like?
it's more creamy. Like it doesn't have so much flavors. It's not that spicy. So it's another.
So you like spicy now?
Yeah, I do.
You're used to it?
Yes, I
That
would
means
say.
if we offer you
It
anything.
takes a little bit of time,
Yeah.
but yes,
But I guess then now when you'll get back to Sweden, I guess you're not gonna like anything that's not spicy, right?
exactly. Yeah.
So having that spicy.
And our food in Sweden is very simple. We eat a lot of potatoes, fish, meat, chicken.
And what about you know there's this thing, and you might have heard of that as well, that golgappas, like pani puri is so famous among girls here.
Yeah.
Have you tasted that? Have
Pani
you
puri?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
But it's like, why do you like you don't like the taste or like the mint?
I think it's the mix of so many different things
Yeah.
in one go. And then usually if you take it, if you get it out on the street, they do it so quickly. So you will end up eating a lot of them at the same time. And
That means you don't get the taste when you start eating a lot of them,
yeah,
right?
exactly,
One by one.
exactly. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And one thing more, Sophia, from you. So, so you want to tell anything, you know, where Indian people don't know about anything about Sweden, as a country or something like that, or people who wants to go there and visit, like how the country is like.
Yeah. That's a difficult question. You should ask an Indian person what they don't know about Sweden, I think. But
No, as in if the person wants to visit there on a tourist visa
Yeah.
or be there, because it's not a very popular destination among Indians here. But if somebody wants to visit, is it like a great and happening place?
yeah, especially during summertime. There's a lot of activities going on in Sweden, a lot of festivals, a lot of celebrations also,
So when you say a lot of activities, what kind of activities?
a lot of nature activities during the summertime.
Sweden has a lot of nature thing,
Yeah.
as in give an example, like mountains or like it's
Yeah,
full
like
of beaches.
hiking, going on canoeing, taking the boat somewhere in the archipelago of Stockholm.
So have you enjoyed the same thing in India as well? Because there's a lot of things that happens in India as well, right?
Yeah. No, not really. I've been mostly in the cities.
Oh.
I have gone to Hampi. That was my first trip in India.
Say that again. Where?
Hampi.
Oh, where is that? I've never heard of that.
It's in south of India.
Okay.
A lot of UNESCO heritage places there.
Anywhere in North India, like in any mountain place.
Yeah, I've been to Dharamshala.
How was it?
Great. It was really nice.
But Dharamshala also have some activities over there where you can do paragliding and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So,
Perhaps, but I haven't done any of it. I've done a hike.
so there's also Rishikesh, if you have heard about that. So this river rafting happens and everything.
Yeah.
So have you ever tried like everything, thought about it to go there and have
No.
an experience?
I think I'm a little bit too scared of all those things.
Yeah, but you said you have all the activities in Sweden,
Yeah.
right?
But that doesn't mean that I do them.
Got it. So since you have been in India, how many places you have been into?
Oh, a lot of places. Hampi, Bangalore, Goa a few times. Now Dehradun, of course. Delhi.
And since you are in Dehradun right now, have you been to Mussoorie as well?
No.
No. But
Not
it's
yet.
very close.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I don't know.
And you said you have a lot of times you have been to Goa as well.
Yeah.
You like Goa? Like what's the best place among all these places that you have been to?
The best place.
That you have visited? And why?
I think that would be Mumbai still.
Not Goa?
No, not Goa. I really liked Goa. But for me, I was there like 1 or 2 weeks. And it's too long time. I don't know. I'm not a person who likes to just relax at the beach or just go about, different places and I'm eating food. I like to do things.
No, but it also has a lot of things to do as well. So what do you like as in? If you want to be in a place, what do you feel? What do you feel like doing? If you're visiting
Seeing
a place?
historical places,
right.
different.
Goa has that as well. I guess the Aguada Fort and there's a lot of places nearby.
Yeah. Perhaps I haven't been to those places. I've only been to south of Goa.
Okay. No, North Goa also has
North,
that.
North,
Oh.
yeah.
But you should have experienced that as well. And then you say Mumbai is the best place. Why do you say that? Why
It's
not?
a very happening place. I have a lot of friends there,
So you don't find Delhi a happening place? You want to say that?
I've only been here for a month, so I don't know yet.
But Mandh is a lot to visit. Like other than to have experience of the place, right?
Yeah, but now I'm trying to get into my workplace first, get to know my colleagues, get to know the city a little bit, trying to find a flat I'm doing right now.
So still, until now, what have you done in Delhi? What all places have you explored?
All places. Bikaner House I've been to. I've been to an art gallery. Otherwise, like Khan Market, the usual things.
Yeah.
Gateway of India.
No, that's nice. And you said Khan Market, and have you been to GK as well, like Greater Kailash? That's the places, right? The market and stuff.
Yeah, I've been to the village.
The village. A horse cars village, right?
Yeah,
That's the party
exactly.
place.
Yeah.
Did you like it? And
It's a bit cramped, I would say. But it's nice.
And what about the place and the crowd and stuff like that over there?
I'm fine with crowds. Like
Got it.
Mumbai is a very crowded place compared to Delhi.
Yeah, but that place which you were talking about, that's a village. That's all about party, right?
Yeah.
So you like it, as in with the party stuff?
Yeah,
Did you
sure.
party over there?
No, not yet.
You're planning to do?
Maybe.
Nice.
Let's see.
And since it's been long, you have been in India, like an year, right? I would like to ask you and then end this because you want to leave and you are in a hurry, right? So, a best experience you have faced in India till now, since you have been here, and one bad experience.
Best experience? I think traveling by myself in India has been the best experience.
Why do you say that?
Because you get to know yourself a lot better, meeting new people. And also, a lot of people have this idea that you can't travel as a woman in India, and you can. I've been traveling both by night bus, night trains.
It's pretty much easy. I've heard this. People have this misconception, right? A woman traveler cannot roam around alone in Delhi, or in India, right?
Yeah.
So, what's your message, right, to the people out there, or to the woman who wants to visit Delhi or India as an alone traveler? So, what's your message on that?
I try.
Is it like pretty much okay, safe, and everything?
From my experience, yes. Of course, you should be a bit cautious of where you are, what
With the
timings.
street people who are really like street smart, right?
Yeah.
And rest everything's okay.
Yeah.
And what about the bad experience that you had till now? Any bad experience here?
The only bad experience I've had was during Holi. It was very hectic. I was in Vrindavan, which apparently is like a very hectic and happening place during Holi. Why it was a bad experience was because I felt like it was difficult to get out of the whole throwing the colors kind of thing. And as a foreigner in India, you get a lot of stares, you get a lot of attention and unwanted attention.
So you guys don't like unwanted attention, do you say that?
It's nice to a certain extent, but then you get used to it also.
Exactly,
like after a year, you get used to it.
But like you said, you have been to Holi festival. Like, did you like the festival?
Yeah,
I know
I did.
it's pretty much difficult for me as well. If I'll be in Vrindavan, it's gonna be difficult for me me as well to get out of that. A whole crowd and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But did you like the Holi as in general?
Yeah, I did.
So you're planning again to celebrate and be in that festival? Or
Maybe not in Vrindavan.
somewhere else, right?
Somewhere else, yes, of course.
And anything else you would like to share as in the Sweden person in India? Anything you would like to share with the people out there in your country who wants to visit or any message you want to give them? You know,
I think
be here and visit.
I think that people should leave out all the misconceptions about India and just come here and then see for themselves.
Right. And guys, this is nothing planned. This is like the honest opinion. And right now you want to leave as well, right? You have to leave. So this was Sofia from Sweden. And thank you for being on our show and coming here. And wish you all the luck for your work here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Sure, no worries. Thank you, Sofia.